everybody. How is everyone doing today? This is Bray with Bray Crochet, and today we are going to do the second method of starting a granny square. Now, what you will need for this is a number 4 ply yarn, medium weight. I am using a number 5mm H size hook. You will need a pair of scissors and a darning needle. Now we are going to start this out, and I'm using actually pink this time to see if the lighter color will help better maybe visually up against the green. So I am going to wrap my yarn around, put it over, pull, and that is what I'm going to do. Put it on the hook, and that will be my slip knot. We are going to do the chain 3. In the previous video, I did chain 4, but the chain 3 is the second method to do it. It just makes the center of the circle just a little bit tighter. So to chain, we are going to yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through the loop. That is 3 chains on that we've made. The one on the hook does not count as a chain. So we are going to slip stitch into the first chain. So we insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and this is our beginning. So to start the thing, a granny square, it's 3 double crochets, chains, 3 double crochets, chains, 3 double crochets, chains, 3 double crochets, chains, and then we attach. So to start our first cluster, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Let me get a hold of that. It just wants to be wily. So then we're going to yarn over. We're going to insert our hook into the center, and it may be a little harder to find the center because this is a little bit of tighter, but once you find it, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to make another double crochet into that center ring. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, when you do the corners, it is your personal preference. Some people chain 1, I chain 2, some people chain 3. It just depends on your tension or what kind of yarn you're using. And I find chain 2 is sufficient with a number 4 medium weight yarn. So I'm going to make another set of clusters. So I'm going to yarn over. This is going to be my first double crochet. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through another 2. So I'm going to finish that cluster just like that as we're making our double crochets. And I am working over, yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I am working over the tail of my yarn as I move along. This just will make it easier when I go to weave in the ends. It also makes it a little bit more secure for your project. So I chain 2 again, and we're going to do 3 double crochets again. So there's our number 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet. And we're, goodness gracious. And then we're going to chain 2. This yarn just does not want to work with me today. The blue was fine. The pink is just acting up. So we chain 2. We're going to put 3 more double crochets into that. So 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to chain 2, And we're going to attach this chain 2 to the third chain from the beginning chain, but 3 chains up. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to insert our hook there, yarn over, and that is a slip stitch. Now again, I like to start my granny squares off in the corners. So I'm going to slip stitch over. To slip stitch over, we put our hook underneath the V, yarn over, pull through, go through the other V, yarn over, pull through, and then we are to the corner. So we're going to slip stitch into the corner, and we're going to chain 3. Let me pull this out a bit, get some yarn. So we're going to chain 3, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in that space. Then we're going to chain 2. This is how we are going to make the corners for our granny square every time. So we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to put 3 double crochets into this space. So yarn over, that's our first double crochet, and then we're going to yarn over. That's our second double crochet. We're yarning over, and we're doing our third double crochet. Now this row will work up different than every other row from here on out. So once we get past this row, every row will follow the same all the way around, and you can make your granny as large or as large as you want it. So we're going to yarn over. We're going to go straight into that chain space right there, and we're going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over, that's our first double crochet. Yarn over, second double crochet. Yarn over, that's our third double crochet. We chain 2, and we're going to put another 3 double crochets into this chain space. So 1, 2, and 3. Again, we are not making any chain spaces in between these. We are just moving on to the next chain space we have. So in this one, we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. And we're going to do that all the way around until we get to the beginning where we started. So as we're doing that, I will keep chain 2, then make my 3 double crochets. And 3 double crochets. So again, we're not making any chain spaces in between these at all. So we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And then we will be back to the beginning of where we started on our journey of this round. So there we go, chain 2, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets. And then we're going to attach to the beginning of the row. And then this row, this third row, will be how you will do your rows from here on out. So 1, 2, 3, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, pull through. So then you're going to go under each of the V stitches on this so that you can slip stitch over to the center, to the chain space. And like I said, this row is where it's going to change a bit. but this row is the row that you will follow from here on out. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 2 double crochets. This is our corner. This is how we start every corner. So chain 3, do 2 double crochets. Then you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets into that space so that you will have your corner. Now, we are not going to chain any. We're just going to jump over to the next space. This is our next space. We now have created, with that second row, we have created a space here that we need to fill with 3 double crochets. We will fill each of these spaces up with that. As it gets bigger, each of these spaces will only have 3 double crochets in them, and the corners will have 3 double crochets, chain 2, then 3 double crochets. So as we do this last round together, we are going to put 3 double crochets into that space. And then we are going to go straight into the corner with 3 double crochets. Chain 2, and then 3 double crochets. And when we get to the end of these 3 double crochets, I'm going to show you what I mean. Every time you create a new row, you will get another space on your row, So this is row 1, this is row 2, so this is row 3. So on row 3, we have 2 spaces that we have to put if we continue on. If we were to continue on, we would put 3 double crochets in this and 3 double crochets in this space. These would stay the corners where you would do the 3 double crochets, 2 chain 2s, and then 3 double crochets. So let's work ourselves around, and we're going to do 3 double crochets into that space that's made. We didn't chain any or anything like that. It's just a space that is made. So then we're going to go into the corner after we've done our 3 double crochets, and we're going to 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. So this is 2, this is 3, chain 1, chain 2, and then we're going to do 3 more double crochets. And again, I'm going to show you that, again, we have those 2 chain spaces. So it will grow 1 every round you go up. So do not forget those spaces that are made that you need to put the 3 double crochets in. It would be kind of hard to forget that you need to, because it would start to pucker and scrunch up a bit. So we are going to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. And then we're going to three double crochets into that space. Then we are going to connect the row, and we're going to fasten off. But hopefully 1, 2, 3. So I slip stitch, and we are going to yarn over, pull through 1, leave a long enough tail to weave in. There we go. We fastened it off. And hopefully this will give you somewhat of a starting point. You can make bigger granny squares. You could make them you can make them just 2 rows. You can make them 3 rows. It just depends on how big you want your project, how big you want your granny squares, things like that. So that depends on what size of blanket, scarf, maybe granny square gloves. You can make fingerless granny square gloves. It would just depends on what the pattern calls for or what you want to make. The granny squares are technically, they're endless. They're endless. You could just make a never-ending granny square, which is a granny square that just continues on until it's as big as you want it. So let me weave in this in. And I will say, if you did not see the first video with how I did it with the 4 single crochet, the 4 single crochets, if I could talk a little bit better, then go back, watch that. You may want the 4 single crochets. That might be a little bit better for you to start off. This is a little bit smaller of the start off. So there we go. This, I put it up, I'm sorry, pushed it up. So there we are. And that is our square. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time.